combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfen.
What's wrong? Come on, let's go! Look! They look similar to the ones in Notcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kulaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Wah! Paimon got a mouthful of snow! Ooh, it's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm. Hey, check it out! Those are bears, right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away. Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Come on, quick! It looks like... Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. But wait, I don't know. Yeah. It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird. Everything feels heavy. Oh, anything. Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly. Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast!
Paimon? Paimon!
That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside.
I'll keep this close.
Hip. Hup. It says here, Krasnik's torch, civilian model. Ah, it's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. Ah. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if...
Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Huh? Why is my body like this? Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, it appears that a lot of data has been lost. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me, will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission. I understand your position. However, before I was activated, if you agree to accept me, to answer your question, yes. You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty Ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential. The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the prime ice blocking the path and obtain prime ice units. Prime ice unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a prime ice construct to prop up the door.
A reward on the road.
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly. Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
मेरे को
Is this an answer from this world?
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
A reward on the road.
तूने स्कर के साथ ओडेट टेस्ट की क्या?
Kresnik crystal located. at your earliest convenience. The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by you. Unfortunately, that said, yes. But
मेरा माइक म्यूट था इतनी देर से मेरे को रियलाइज नहीं हुआ.
low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison.
मतलब बेकार कॉम्बिनेशन है. स्कर को भाई इतना गंदा इन्होंने जानबूझ के नर्फ दिया है बेंच. तो मेरे को लगा भाई वैसी रील्स आ रही थी. मेरे को याद है मेरे कुछ महीने पहले तक कि क्रायोनेशन आ रहा है, स्कर्क निकालो बहुत काम आएगी. लंड कुछ काम नहीं आई भाई. हाँ हिमांशु भी देख रहा है क्या?
Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion.
भाई
To my database,
साउंड कहाँ से आ रहा है? ओ मेरे फोन से ही आ रहा है.
the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But
भाई इतना बड़ा स्कैम मेरे को फील होता है ना भाई. ये रील या फिर भाई यूट्यूब शॉर्ट से सजेशन लेना मेरे को स्कैम फील होता है मजाक से हटके. बात होती है पुराने कैरेक्टर नए रीजन में किसी काम के नहीं होते हैं. ओ,
Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
the unidentified subject has now left the area.
अरे बहन चोद.
Individual
ये वेट कर रहा था बैठ कितनी देर से इसका.
search has yielded no against the odds. Your companion is safe and sound. The
माँ कसम आज जो पाइमॉन ने मेरे को दूसरे के वर्ल्ड में इरिटेट किया है भाई. दिमाग का भोंसड़ा कर दिया है इसने.
She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy.
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have caught a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to... Wait. Where did the jester go? Yep. The director of the Fatui. The Jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, He was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
एक मिनट रुकना, मैं चैट नहीं देख पा रहा.
Who was that?
चलो भाई ठीक है, हो सका तो कल मिलते हैं हम लोग.
It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy. Oh, but by the looks of it, you probably can't eat that, can you?
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the jester for a second. Paimon's still confused about something. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow, and after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like the Tsaritsa's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is their boss.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. We can come back after the weather clears up and you're all better. The jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnograd, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
Oh, well, we were really sad.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another, more pressing issue at hand. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot. If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain intact. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead. There is a small town up ahead, which would...
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Oh, come on. Don't worry.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your... Otherwise, I will remain...
A reward on the road.
confirm when you are ready to depart. Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
What exactly does clear mean?
Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data have...
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way, and you will see a Kresnik's torch. It seems our ill-fated train ride... Rest assured that I...
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
Oh, I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business. I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuzha. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it. Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the Vecha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption.
Bitter cold. So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by a third again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without—
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Snezhnagrad Veche passed a resolution to support border communities. So if you're here just to argue, move aside—
You—
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a letter to confirm the true figures, but still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial application. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, as our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there'll be ample energy for household use. We can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together.
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very... But if you're not picky, you're welcome to
Are you sure? Oh.
All right, then. Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter. All geared up.
Sunlight index is currently optimal, suitable for drying clothes, cleaning outdoor environments, or alternatively, I could accompany you for a period of sunbathing.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure. Thank you for completing today's commission.
Sharp decrease in environmental temperature.
Good to meet you. Most travelers find... Still,
Don't say that!
they aren't in town right. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnaya after. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomeros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act.
Huh? Wait, a rabbit stole the crystal?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really?
Huh? You're coming with?
Huh. Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here. He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely... First, we need to find... Then, we get to Garin to What are you eating?
Oh, check it out! When you're all out of... Good doggy.
A fellow dog.
Yep.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do. Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bought. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down the... Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty. But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel.
Thanks for looking out for us.
No need. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Huh? Who are you? What's the matter?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Cristal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. This isn't who I am. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuzha came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them, I felt so afraid. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for Alatir, I'll think of something else.
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Sretomaros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside, counting carriages, in this weather?
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnaya.
You...
Yeah,
Thank you for your assistance. Shishkin was quite the cunning...
A wolf...
Even with that sob story he fed us. Without the compelling case, Alosha.
We can go find some wild animals if...
I didn't mean to cast a They hide in plain sight under false light. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is...
All I know is, as for me, Of course, no one...
I see. I will report this incident to Snezhnaya. The
Don't mention it. Excuse me. I'll take it. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to. Hang tight for a moment.
Grandson. It's so cold today.
Ma'am, it's me.
Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today.
I'm sorry. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Come on.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomoros, a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take...
Please, don't get up on my account.
Right under the basket by the door. Well, grandson...
Very much, ma'am.
Good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right?
Oh, I don't need...
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things. I met her at the market. Not many people have heard of Alat. Now that it's an abandoned village, I first learned of Sretomoros. The town's been in decline for a while. That said, it's fine. In Snezhnaya, you turn to look at them, but their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still... Come on. Let's get back...
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling...
Yep. Paimon. But Paimon...
Her complexion's looking much better.
Sure. But enough about that. How did everything go on your...
I'll explain.
Jeez. You got... So, you said that...
Yeah. Well, don't know. The goal of Project Snezhnaya, the thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months.
Extending it?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle. But even though opposition is... He's the chair of the Snezhnaya Veche.
How come the Fatui are picking on Ord...
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, but that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sertomero still receives Crystal shipments is because of Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank It's just that the rich and powerful and their Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities, and, of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our...
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnaya?
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of her ultimate goal, what the no-sees mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnaya. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. How long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, once it's open...
Whoa!
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we help them out. As far as I know, having a train makes... I know a good doctor in the city.
Oh, thanks so much.
Drive carefully, all right? You don't want to end up in this situation again. Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Not a fan of small talk, are you? All the track switching is automated. So, we'll leave you to examine the train.
Shouldn't be a problem.
All right then. Have a safe journey.
like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head up.
Affirmative. Running vehicle.
What's this?
Engine green. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying around in a random cave.
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive, talking train autopilot.
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains, though all configurations are complete. Should
Away we go! Nope. Paimon's gonna find a warmer seat. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay? Paimon's still airborne, but it feels like swimming through thick, gloopy water.
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Snezhnayan, right?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people who get sucked into the Shadow Realm are never, and the few who do make it back.
Huh? Then, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great.
Hold it together. Let's not, come on.
Look at these Fatui. It's like they've lost their minds.
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living.
Ready to draw blood.
I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Wait, what's that blue thing?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
Go now! Advance! So close.
Hello. I am glad to see the...
For now, at least.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm, only we must leave this place before it sinks back down.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, it appears that key data is currently... I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the... It may well be one activation code. We once... Now go. Arm yourselves with...
Is this a gun?
In the Shadow Realm, where... Let's go. We don't have much time. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives nearby. Shoot the Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is an important resource. You can replenish your ammunition for long-range targets. Try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a... More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked assault function.
Fall back.
Need a refill. Back in business. Back in business.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Reload the advantage! Die! Fall back! The advantage now! Fall back! Taking cover! Where's the...
Need a refill.
Fall back! Where's the...
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. recommend using this grappling gun. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Change of tactics. Mind the rhythm. Charge. Need a refill. Nice.
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Need a refill.
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Demolition time. Gotta recharge. Demolition time. Reload. Switch mode.
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
Take great care not to fall down.
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However...
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead Fatui. Guess we gotta storm through.
catch my breath.
You may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Light him up! I'm in over my head. But I'm not done yet. Demolition time! Try this!
Come on! We're almost there! Huh? Why is everything shaking so much?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is...
You mean this weird bump?
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was right. I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out.
So you...
Yeah! He came up a whole bunch in Nagrai.
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. As Alosha said...
Oh, let's hope not. If anything else goes wrong with this trip, Paimon's gonna have train trauma for life.
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the... Now, if you wish, please take a moment to catch your...
Oh, thanks, Goggles.
Yes, of course.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grave.
Yeah, sure. It's so quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just... Huh? So much for repair.
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible.
Huh.
According to my calculations, perimeterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey to understand trendiness.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. What an incredible little gadget you are.
could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead. Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so...
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out. This way.
grip of winter do people truly appreciate the warmth of flames. Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Huh?
Annihilation mode. Defensive mode engaged.
A new moon rises. A gift from the land of death.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a mid.
So we're doing this right. The deception ends here. The ultimatum protocol. Can't hide the truth. You win this one.
Combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
Yeah.
Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents, please avoid dropping small items such as mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks, and slippers. Combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again. sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Defensive mode engaged. No more lies. It all adds up. It all falls.
grip of winter do people truly appreciate the warmth of flames.
The moon has waned.
Transfixed! Devouring claw! Element. Laid bare. Thunder! Stay away from me!
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Transfixed!
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. Something you wish to report? Well, you have my undivided attention. laid bare. Annihilation mode. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Yes!